Life in Fukuoka.
Life in Fukuoka. Life in Fukuoka. This program is brought to you by Fukuoka City.
Good morning. How are you this Monday morning, starting off the week? I'm DJ Colleen, bringing you Life in Fukuoka, a short program to give you information on how to live more comfortably in Fukuoka City. I'll also pass on some lifestyle tips and information on things to do when you're out. So, tune in every Monday morning at this time with me, Colleen.
Life in Fukuoka.
This morning I'd like to introduce you to something called Choyo no Sekku, or the Chrysanthemum Festival. In Japan, when people use the lunar calendar, there are 5 days in the year called Sekku, and on these days, particularly important traditional events were held. One of them is Choyo no Sekku, which falls on the 9th day of the 9th month. Although many probably aren't familiar with Sekku anymore, it's on this day, also called the Chrysanthemum Festival, that people would decorate their space with chrysanthemums, drink sake sprinkled with the flower's petals, and eat chestnut rice in the hopes of having a long, healthy life. This is actually a custom that came from China. Since ancient times, odd numbers have been considered auspicious in China, and 9 is the highest of the odd numbers, so the double 9 pairing of September 9th is a particularly auspicious day. As a result, Choyo became one of the 5 Sekku days. I guess a lot of people are feeling a bit stressed out these days due to the coronavirus and other factors. Some say that flowers help to reduce stress, so why not decorate with some chrysanthemums this season? They're also the flower of November in Western cultures, so there's no reason not to enjoy them for a couple of months.
Life in Fukuoka.
Moving on, I have some important and useful information from Fukuoka City. Every year on September 1st is Disaster Prevention Day. And in Fukuoka City, from the 1st to the 7th of September, is Fukuoka City's Disaster Preparedness Week. Preparedness referring to making sure you have enough food and other items stored up and ready for when something happens. The city wants its citizens to be aware that disasters can happen, and the first step to understanding that is encouraging all of us to have supplies stockpiled in our homes and companies. So why is this important? Well, basically, if a typhoon or earthquake hits and you're lucky enough to find yourself unscathed, without food and water, you can't survive. Stores won't be open, so you won't be able to buy supplies. And if the water system shuts down, there won't be any water to drink. And if electric and gas services are disrupted, there'll be no way to cook food. So, in order to survive after you emerge from a disaster unscathed, it is important to stockpile your supplies on a daily basis. So the question now is, well, what do we need? Well, you need water for drinking and food, enough for at least 3 days. 3 liters of water per person per day is what is recommended. Emergency food like instant rice, canned goods, dry biscuits, chocolate bars, hardtack, and the like are good things to have on hand because then, even if you can't cook, you'll still have something to eat. If you have a radio and a flashlight prepared, always check that the batteries are still good. And make sure you have any medicines you need to take, as well as bandages and other medical supplies prepared. For households with infants, diapers are also an essential item to have prepped. In addition to the water that you'll need for drinking, you also need water for things like flushing the toilet. So be prepared by keeping a plastic jug filled with tap water or filling the bathtub with water. You don't need to have a ton ready all at once. Just buy a little more of what you would normally buy, and as you eat it up, just buy more to replace it. In this way, you'll have a rolling stock, and it's a good way to have an amount of stockpiled food ready in your home at any time. It's also convenient because you can prepare for any emergency without having to worry about expiration dates on your food stocks. And typhoons often occur this time of year, so make sure you take a look and make sure your stocks are ready.
Life in Fukuoka.
How was this week's Life in Fukuoka? Hopefully that information about stockpiling was useful for you. I've got a bag in my closet with food, water, a first aid kit, and a few other things that is always ready to go. I have 2 cats, so I have some food for them as well. Instant rice isn't really to their taste. If you want to hear this broadcast again, you can listen to it as a podcast. And for the contents of today's program, just check the blog on the Love FM homepage. And this week, I'll leave you with some Gloria Gaynor singing, I Will Survive. Have a great day, and I'll speak to you next week.